Give you guys a quick rundown on some of my rock tumbling tips and tricks, because when I first started rock tumbling, I did not have guidance. I learned everything the hard way, and all of my tumbles for starting out turned out really bad, and I don't want you guys to have that experience because I don't want you to be discouraged and quit. Okay, number one, I only use grit from the Rock Shed. I am not saying that there is not other good brands of grit, but this is my brand. All grits are not made equal. Some of them are going to give you horrible results. If you're using the Nat Geo grit, you will never get a polish on your rocks, ever. And it's not anything you're doing, it is the polish. All right, you want your barrel 3/4 full at all times, or you will sustain bruising on the edges of your rocks and it kind of looks like sea glass, but not as pretty. For the most part, you're going to follow the instructions on your rock tumbler, but here is the big difference on why mine turn out better than what they might with the regular instructions on your rock tumbler. Okay, so your rock tumbling manual is probably going to tell you to run each stage for 1 week. That's not what I do at all. I will run stage 1 3 weeks in a row if I need to, but here's another thing that I do differently. I will run a week of grit 1, and as each rock gets pretty much perfectly smooth, I take it out and I will replace it with a rough stone or a raw stone. And I do that until I have enough rocks that are perfectly smooth to move on to grit 2. And then the ones that aren't smooth, I just, save them for another day. Here's another hack that I found very helpful and effective. I do add a tablespoon or teaspoon of borax to my rock tumblers, except if you have the Thumbler model tumblers that have the lids like this with the band that goes over there, don't use borax. It will blow your lid out. The pressure builds under that lid and you'll just have a blowout. But if you have this kind of barrel, you can 100% use borax. Still use it, but sparingly, because you can still have a blowout if there's a ton of pressure in there. So, like I said, teaspoon, tablespoon, that's enough. Literally just put that in with the grit. And I'm saying until your rocks are perfectly smooth, or as perfectly smooth as possible, see, like something like this, I'm never going to get to tumble that out. That's never going to come out. None of that is. But don't move them onto grit 2 until they're as perfectly smooth as possible. Another thing that will help you get good results when you're rock tumbling is to have a good variety of sizes in your barrel, something like that.